too, so I'm going to try and be cool. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way back over in my bedroom. I lowered my picture so you guys have some art to look at of the world while we're getting settled. I'm going to start by putting my hands behind my thighs. I think when I jump into things, like I think yesterday we jumped into this, it does go to my quads and hip flexors. So I never want to underestimate the value of being able to use your hands under your hamstrings. And it creates this like trust with your hamstrings, and we know that hamstrings can be kind of crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit up a little bit. I'm going to grip, and I'm going to lengthen back, and I'm going to use my hands to pull up tall. And I'm really not trying to lift my legs up at all. I'm really trying to stay settled and heavy down. And I'm just trying to move a little bit. Laying down is my favorite, so we're going to do that here in a second to give us perspective. But I don't want to just, I mean, we don't waste our time doing this. We're not doing this just to like move our body, but we're also not trying to die. So trying to find that middle ground to make our body really utility. Okay, so this is going to be the last one, and I'm going to go ahead and lengthen all the way to the floor. I'm trying to set myself down on purpose and making that a habit so that I don't go through my life like plop, plop, plop. I used to kind of be like that. Okay, so it's been really good to like, I joke around, but say, take care of yourself like you like it, like you want to keep it. And then I'm going to put my hands on my hips. It's so beautiful. We're going to start moving. I want you to squeeze from here and tuck your pelvis, and then I want you to kind of arch your back and tuck your pelvis. So I'm going to talk to you why we do this. Now, why this is important is because, for example, if I bridge up like this, it'll have an effect, and if I bridge up like this, it'll have an effect. So we're not going to bridge up from this position, but as we go through all of the movements today, where our bones sit, right, especially right here, will have a pull effect on the musculature, and it'll help us or make it harder for us. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and drop my pelvis left to right, so I'm going to push down and push down. Now, I'm asking you to do a movement, but I want you to think about as you're doing this, what it takes to get there. And kind of be alone with yourself. And also if you're tightening your shoulders, let them relax. Once I'm kind of aware of what I'm doing, then I can make changes, and then I can be proud of myself that I can do the right things. Okay, so now we're going to combine those moves, and we're going to go into hip circles. So I'm going to tuck my tailbone, I'm going to drop it to one side, and over to the other. Not our first rodeo, so things if I were to ask you to prompt you to think about this is one way probably feels easier than the other way. And then I'm going to go ahead and reverse directions. And I just want you to fall in love with your body and kind of be like, oh, yeah, that's cool, that's what's going on there. Like, not like, oh, stupid body, but like, oh, yeah, I see that that's kind of weird. Cool, I bet you that cannot be weird. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and stop in the middle. And I'm going to revisit this later. I do this sometimes with our feet up, but what I want to do is I want to talk about bit knee fallout again to warm us up a little bit. It's so hokey at first, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my camera leg drop open to the side, and I want to squeeze from here and pull it back in, okay? I'm going to go ahead and let it open to the side. Super anticlimactic if I just move my leg, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep this butt over here down, and I'm going to try and pull it in. So right when this leg drops open, I usually kind of want to flop open. So what does it take to keep this side perfectly straight and down and bring it back in? I'm going to do 2 more. Again, I was just being in the context of getting us moving this morning before it gets too crazy. And then I'll switch to the other leg. So for me, I don't know if you can see, I've got to work kind of hard pushing through my heel and then keeping this connected. Because if I disengage, it just kind of lifts up. And then I'm not doing anything, really. I'm going to go 4, 3, and me and Katie have wrestled back and forth too about how much you learn from me and then how much you take in on it and as your own, and that is such a game, and so please know I understand, been there too. Now I'm going to do both legs. I'm going to take both legs and I'm going to squeeze everything to the middle. I'm going to do both legs and I'm going to squeeze everything to the middle. And again. So I'm going to kind of define this as centering, where I pull all my musculature around. And one reason we talk about this, it's really in the holistic forms like yoga, Pilates, bar. It's because without your centering, you don't have any stability or balance. But when you're just laying on the ground doing butterfly things, it just kind of feels like not very much. So let's add some movement to it. Can you add a bridge to it? Can you butterfly your legs? And then can you lift your hips up and close? And then can you tap your tailbone down? And can you bridge yourself up and close? Still centering, and you get that awesome elevator effect from your inner thighs to pull up your pelvic floor. And up. And I'm going to do 4 more. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3. Try to relax your shoulders. 2. All right, now I'm going to hold it up top, and let's talk about that pelvic floss thing again. Can you tuck your pelvis? Can you stick your butt out? Can you tuck your pelvis and stick your butt out? And I'm going to have you keep moving. I'm not going to count out loud. I want you to imagine if I had you, okay, go ahead and stick your butt up and push your hips up. Stick your butt out, push your hips up. Now tuck your tailbone and push your hips up. And I hope that you can feel, they create a little different sensation. It's a similar move, but I want you to go to the one where you could feel less hamstrings and less low back and more glutes. And then that's how you start to learn about yourself and kind of know, oh, this is how my body works. Because all of your inside wiring is different than mine, similar, but different, and kind of figuring that out. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up high. I'm going to take my camera leg, I'm going to open it up to the butterfly, and I'm going to squeeze and push my hips up for my opposite booty. I'm going to open, I'm going to squeeze it up. Good, open. And again, I thought starting this way, when we go into some of the core work, your butt will be like grounded. 4. We have this impeccable thing, 3, where we try to do stuff with the wrong part of our body. Let's do one more for good measure. And then I'm going to go and switch to the other leg. I'm going to open, and I'm going to close for 8. And if you feel back here, you should fire up your maximus a little bit. Hamstrings will help, for sure. I mean, we don't want to demonize them, but we just don't want them to do everything. 4, 3, 2. All right. So something kind of new today. I'm going to scoot my heels in a little bit. I don't know why I went away a little bit. My hands are close to about the hip height when I'm right here. If I'm here, it's too high. I want to keep my thumbs under my hips, and I want to patrol them. I want this to be my stabilizing force and this to be my lifter. I'm going to hold it here. And what I want to do is I want to try so hard to squeeze my core, or pretend. And I want to lift my right leg up and try not to let my hips move, and I'm going to switch. Okay? So when I shift the weight, I don't want my thumbs to be like really impacted, and switch. Good. 3, 4. Now when I'm out like this, I can't really tell if my hips are doing a thing here, but having my thumbs close gives me that feedback. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4. Nice. 3. It's going to get a little funkier. Now if you need some rest, you please do. 2. And 1. Now I'm going to go ahead and lift the other leg up. Keep your thumbs there, and then I'm going to send the leg out. And pay attention if that hip drops, okay? And if that hip drops, there's a few obstacle things like I look for. Is it my oblique that's not supporting, or is it my butt? And then I can use my hands to help support. And I'm going to go for 4. And this is how we work on our inner wiring. 3, because we can all extend our leg. 2, but like where does it come from? 1. Now take the same leg, and you're going to lift it up, and then bring it down. Now check your hips, and try to keep that same sanction here, even if you have to use your hands a little. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and reset my hips, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring the leg in and send it out. Bring it in. Good. And I'm just feeling where the weight's going. And I connect that to how like I get there. And I'll go 4, 3, 2, and then I'll go ahead and lift more. I gotta be honest, guys, this side's a lot more stable, which is funny. That's not usually my experience, but maybe I'm changing. Maybe that's good. 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll set that leg down. Now I'm going to roll down, starting from my breastbone. I'm going to keep my tailbone up as high as I can. And then I'll let it go back to neutral to where I'm as long as possible. Now I'm going to take my hands up towards the ceiling. I want to go ahead, we did not bridge, girlfriend, just so that you can, like, well, turn into noodles. Keep that active there. Press into your heels as if you're going to lift, but don't lift. Feel that your hip bones are off in the front. And then what I want you to do is bring your hands to the side and pretend like there's a machine in here. There kind of is. And I want you to lift your hands up and then bring it back down. I want you to lift them back up, opening your chest and pulling your shoulder blades together back down. 3. Good. Kind of as if you're on the foam roller. 4. Good, good. 5. Not too shabby. 6. 7. Okay, so here's the thing. We're moving from our arms. Now I want you to like shut that part off, and instead of moving from my arms, I'm going to move from here. My arms are going to move because I'm moving from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my shoulders back, I'm going to inhale, I'm going to exhale, I'm going to curl up and reach past using my core, and then I'm going to lay myself back down. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to exhale, reach up. Now, pay attention if that pelvis changes the way it moves, because if you tuck, you're going to grip with your hip flexors, and your low back will forever be tired when you do Pilates, and you're going to be like, Pilates is stupid, and I was like that. But really, I just didn't know what I was doing, and that's okay. 3, 2, and 1. Now, can you hold it up, and can you swing your hands behind your head so you can support your neck? And then I want you to stay curled up, and can you squeeze, squeeze? 3, 4, pushing, connecting this together. 5, by shortening the muscle on purpose, even though we can do it with it lengthened. Good. And then I'm going to go take my camera leg. I'm going to open, and I'm going to squeeze it. I'm going to inhale, open. The more you give, the more you get. And honestly, like yesterday, I was feeling kind of like I wanted to do something, but I didn't want to like really gun it. And so I was able to like back off and still ignite it, but not like punch it in the face. Okay, so now I'm going to keep the leg down, but I'm going to twist towards it. I'm going to open, and I'm going to twist towards it. I'm going to open, and I'm going to twist towards it. And we're trying to use this connection between the ribs and the pelvis so that they have a beeline relationship. 4, 3, 2, good job. 1. Now I'm going to come through the middle. I'm going to take that same leg and I'm going to go out, and I'm going to curl up and pull it back in. Now I'm really gliding it on the floor. I'm not like hovering it or anything. I guess if you want a little extra, you can hover it. That depends on your season of your workouts. But pay attention that you have that space and that you have it tucked under, okay? Because that'll change how you grip with what you're pulling in. 2, 1. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to add a twist again. I'm going to add a twist. And I hope that you feel your elevators pulling it up. 3, I remember they said that. I looked in New York and I was like, elevator, elevator. 4, 3, but now it feels really gratifying because I can feel it too, and I want that for you. 1. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other leg, okay? So first thing I did is I just opened, and then I closed, and I curled up deeper. And I did that because gravity makes your forehead heavy, and I got to fight that. 3, and I got to regulate that dang pelvis so that I have that tiny space here, my ribs are down. 4, 3, 2, and then we'll add that twisty twist towards it. And again, I'm sending this rib cage down towards my pelvis. I kind of want to see it. Like, I'm not just saying, yeah, Hilary said that. Like, feel it. Squeeze like you're wringing out a washcloth and feel it reach that direction. 4, 3, oh yeah, 2, 1. And then come back to this, and then go ahead and slide your leg out and curl up and pull it back in. Slide up and curl it back in. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to go ahead and add that twist. Now the reason we're keeping our feet on the ground today is because sometimes with the dang glute stability and the core stability, they've got to figure out their relationship. 4, and sometimes when the quads are overactive. 3, they don't really know what to do. 2, so this is a gentle helper. Alright, so now I'm going to come back through the middle, and then I want to twist towards you guys. So I'm making a rainbow with my chest. I'm going to come up through the middle versus like this. Okay, see, I'm not going to lay down and curl up. I'm going to come up through the middle and up through the middle. And let's count now. Let's go 8, 7, don't clench your butt. 6, kind of sit on your tailbone. 4, 3, that'll make it harder, but that's okay. 2, 1, and then I'm going to come up through the middle, and I'm going to alternate. I'm going to send one leg out and pull it in. Oh yeah, you know. Out and pull it in. Good. 3 and in. Now again, sit on your tailbone. It feels like I'm sticking my butt out, but I'm not, because it's still here. How cool is that? 4. Unless you don't feel that, then you're going to make changes for your body. 2. Wait, I'm sorry, one more knee side. I feel good. Now I'm going to add a twist. I'm going to send one leg out. I'm going to twist, send the other leg out. Twist. Oh my gosh, I made that weird. Sorry. Leg out, twist, leg out, twist. I am twisting towards the already bent leg, but if that is confusing, you can do it the other way. Good. My bicycle brain was like, wait. Let's go. 4. We got a few extra ones in. That's okay. 3. So you got to get past the new stuff. 2, 1. Now I'm going to send both legs out. I'm going to twist towards you and then pull it back in. I'm going to twist the other way. Both legs out and pull towards you. And again, 3, 4. If you've been coming for like a year and a lot of you have to make it harder, you can float your legs, but that really sucks. Okay, the floor is plenty fine. 7, 8. Good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take both legs open, and I'm going to curl up. Both legs open. I'm going to curl up. 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7. Alright, and where this all leads to, I'm going to go ahead and extend my legs out. Keep them weighted down. Still core stuff. I'm going to take my hands up towards the ceiling, pull your shoulders back, and press down through your palms, and you're going to nod your chin, and you're going to try to sit yourself up. Whoa. I'm going to go really tall, and I'm going to stretch up and over, and then I'm going to sit up, and then I'm going to lay myself down, one vertebrae at a time, pulling back from the abdomen. I'm going to reach up and overhead. Up, there's one. That's okay. Inhale, exhale, reach up, and then I'm going to round forward, and sit tall. So again, we're able to alleviate some of that back kinetic chain. I'm going to reach overhead, I'm going to go. I'm going to sit up super tall, and I'm going to go up and forward. I'm going to do this 3 more times. Conserve yourself, or give it all you've got, whatever your intention was today, starting in, and roll forward. 2 more. Reach up. Okay, and then this is where it's going to get weird, okay? Because we're going to talk about quads in terms of sitting. Okay, last one. Because the butt often doesn't know how to work, the hip flexors take the work instead as the quads are connected. So as we do this, if you feel that immediately, just know that it's kind of a butt deficiency. I know that because I did it for so long. But that's okay. There's nothing to be ashamed about. It's like once you see it, you're like, okay, now I can start working on it. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you grab a leg, and I want you to go ahead and lean back and then pull yourself back up. If you need that support from your hamstring glute kinetic chain. If you don't, I want you to take your hands out, and I want you to go and lengthen out and then pull yourself back up. But again, I want you to go where you are, because if you have a tight quad, this is all going to be back hip flexor quad. Alright, got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, and just a reminder, it would look like this. 2, and then I'll switch to the other leg. I'm going to start where I'm in control, up, and then I'm going to go out, either holding or like this. 2. And you know what we do single leg, then we do double leg, so get ready for the fun. Good. Now, again, I'm back to that thing in this morning about having control over where my pelvis sits and what I'm doing. 3, 2. All right, now let's stay up. Now, if you are gripping, I would recommend keeping your heels down and lengthening, and try to feel from here. You can do this for sure, holding on. However, if you want to do it without, what it's going to look like is you're going to go back and you're going to swim up tall. Super fun. Steal that from Katie. So pick your thing, and then let's do 8 together, okay? So pick your position. I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to go ahead and lengthen out, and then I'm going to scoop up. 1, lengthen out. 2, I'm trying so hard not to go harumph. 3, right? No momentum. Control. 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's take this one and let's say roll like a ball. Let me not hit the, yeah, that's kind of nice. Makes it a little more playful, changes about how we get there. And you can do it from here. You can grab your heels, you'll have a little bit bigger of a roll. If your back is tight, it'll go plunk, plunk, plunk. That's fine, that's part of it, right? Add the plunk, plunk for a little bit. Or you can do open leg rocker. I need to remove my studio. I'm running into things. Yes. And get all stretchy and keep doing a few more on your own, okay? I'm gonna try not to kick my TV over. Good, good, good. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead. You finished? A lot of screens are blocked. I can see Lisa. I'm gonna go ahead, take it back down. And then what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and press my hands into the floor, or press my shoulders down, and I'm going to now lift both. We kept our legs down. My hope was that you got this activated so that as we go forward, there's some resonance of work in here, if not all completely here. So what I'm going to do is I want to do my best to lift both legs up. That doesn't work, alternate. So I'm going to lift up for 8 and toe tap down, 7. Now if I was not able to do that, I would just do this, because that's where I am. And let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. And finding the seat again. I'm going to try and find true tabletop. If your back is tight, or again we're having things, the more in you are, the more it changes your center. If I had a center line, it'd be here, which would be over my core. This is more of a challenge for it now that I've built that strength, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze my heels together. I'm going to open and close. So we're finding those seat muscles that we get in our back position. 4. Tucking is temporary help, but not long term. 4. Press, press, press. Your heels together. 3, 2. Now, I'm going to go and stay into froggy, and I'm going to extend towards the ceiling to stretch my beautiful hamstrings this morning. Press. Or you can press them out. I'm going to be honest, both of them work my core. I feel more hamstring stretch on one, I feel more core on the other. Now let's do 4 more. Use your hands if you need support. 4. And to combat my quads, I squeeze my adductors and my booty. 2. And then I'm going to try to keep my legs straight. If not, soften them. And then I'm going to bring my feet up. Okay? I'm going to bring my feet up. Again, this used to be all quads for me. I totally have like flashbacks. I remember. 4, 3. So when I'm bent, 2, I can really come from here. Good. Okay, so now I am going to have everybody bend their legs, and I'm going to twist towards the camera. Push your shoulders up, and I'm going to inhale, I'm going to exhale, and pull my oblique down toward the floor. So I'm actually twisting to my left, and I'm grabbing my right oblique and bringing it home. And if you're the other direction, it'll be vice versa. You'll get your twisty muscles if you keep your shoulders down. Good. I'm going to do 4 more. Inhale, exhale, 4, 3, 2. All right, so let's talk about compensation. Compensation was when Hilary used to death grip with her shoulders for core work. Okay, so I've been there, done that. So I'm going to encourage you to do just to play. Pull your shoulders up. You are going to be so much, if you go up like this, you're going to be roly-poly. Open your chest because it's good for you all the time. And you're going to twist again. And you're going to squeeze your core and pull it back up. Oh, yes. I'm going to inhale. And then I get to figure out truly what my core is capable of. Okay? Oh, there it goes. Oh, bring it back. And what's really beautiful, and that's so important when we talk about cross legs, is it's not my left side, I'm going to the left, that's saving me. It's that when, here, I'll move this arm. When I go, my right arm expands, and it grounds me to keep my core stable. We got 2 more. 2, 1. And then I'm going to bring my hands out. I'm going to twist the other way. Feel liberated that you have so much support from your arms, which is why we do all those stinking tricep push-ups, okay? Because they increase your stability. If your hips are getting tired, by the way, this is a great thing. We call it hip savers, and it helps still twist, okay? 4, 3, because the goal is not to be miserable. Once you're miserable, you check out, you don't do it anymore. I don't do it anymore when I start hating it. And 1. Okay, so I'm going to go my true leg because I'm going to take my hands up, I'm going to spread my shoulders so I have a maximal stability, and I'm going to twist and pull it back in. Now, probably you can see on camera, I can go further when my hands are down because I have that support. What I get from people in private sessions is they haven't done the work to figure out what's them and what's compensation. So if I couldn't twist at all, unless my hands were down, then I'd be compensating with my arms, and I'd probably have neck tightness or something silly like that. 7, and 8. Good job. Okay. Oh, okay. I remember what's next. I was like, where was I going with this? Okay. So I'm gonna bend. I'm gonna go take them up towards the ceiling, and then I'm gonna take my camera leg straight down. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch this leg out a little bit. Now let's grab it. If you want to curl up, you totally can if that feels better. And then I'm going to go ahead and cross it over towards you guys because I wanted to work on obliques next. I wanted to get there, and that twisting thing with our back sole floor is a good way to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bottom hand. I like this one lately. I found it, and I was like, I like it. Something I've been playing with is grabbing my toe. That's super extra. You don't have to do that. But you can press into your hand, and I want to go ahead and lift ever so slightly and back up. And I'm going to lift. Now, if you're a quad girl like I was, you're probably going to jump and try to use your quad. Push that. Use your inner thigh. Your inner thigh will help connect up your adductor into your oblique sling, okay? This is how we make magic happen. Not by killing ourselves, but by resetting what's going on inside and the way they connect. 4, 3, press the leg down, or you can bend. 2, press it down, whatever feels better. 1, good. Now, oh sorry, I said press it down. Now you're gonna lift your knee to your elbow. I'm gonna bring it and then set it back down. I'm gonna cinch it up and bring it back down. Notice on the bottom, I'm pulling my shoulder down my back. Always trying to create that, whether I'm on the foam roller or whether I'm on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I'm gonna do straight arm, straight leg. If you'll notice in my teaching, I escalate, I walk up next levels. If ever you're in a class and you don't like one of the levels, just do 8 more of the other one because it's still gonna help you walk up those stairs. 7 and 8, and then I'm gonna do both legs. Or you could do single legs, or you could do knee to elbow. This just helps me get deeper into my twisties because that's where I am now. 4, 3, 2. Okay, we're gonna play a new game. We're adding on one more thing. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna grab the top leg. I'm gonna drop this leg down, and I'm gonna squeeze it up. This helps with your VMO, helps with kneecap stability. 3, or you can let it ride. 4, or if your quads are dying, 5. This is great. 6, and you can feel it here. 7, and I don't know where I started chomping this. It seemed right. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and lay down. My knees are gonna are gonna rest right on top of each other. I don't know if you can see it. No, I'm sorry. Black pants can't see it in the camera. But what really helps too is that I push this hip away so that my shoulders are up and down versus lengthen out, because that's gonna change how my bones sit. Okay, I'm gonna flex my feet and I'm gonna open and close, unless I'm sprained and I don't want to. I'm just kidding. Do you? If it's sore and it causes cortisol, back off. And I'm gonna go 4, 3, 2, and then I'm gonna pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna rotate knee heel. 1 and 2, 3. I like this because I feel like you guys kind of know the order 4, so you don't have to guess what's coming, which is nice. It gives you more time to think about it. 7. I'm gonna do one little new thing here. I'm gonna go ahead and tap the ground in front of me, and I'm gonna continue that angle and push back. I'm gonna tap in front, pushing back. This helps as maximus, and to be sure, sometimes I'll check with my hands to make sure that that's what's firing. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then I'll go back to hovering. I'm going to bring it towards my nose, and I'm going to press back. I'm pushing to this bottom leg so that I have that stability, so that I have liberation from here. And that was so beautiful to figure out. My flexibility wasn't just stretching. My flexibility was being able to hold myself somewhere else to allow my joints to have that liberation. 3, which proved to me, too, that's not just hard work. And I'll take my legs straight and forward. For a long time in my fitness journey, guys, I felt like I was working hard, but I wasn't hitting certain goals before I started doing this. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I must not be working out hard enough, even though I was working out really hard, like hours a day. And then once I started learning this, I was like, oh, that's been my favorite. 3, 2, so I didn't have to work out as hard. And I'll go to bicycles. But then, when I wanted to, then I could, and then I could really perform. Yeah. 4, 3, 2, good. 1, then I'll reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the last thing I'm gonna, well, it's not the last. I'm gonna hold it forward. I'm not gonna ninja kick. I'm gonna set it down and I'm gonna lift it for 8, 7. If you're dying, you can always bend it. It helps a little bit. 5. It's this long pulley system. 4, 3, 2. Now I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna take the leg a little bit behind me and I'm gonna lift back here. 1, 2, 3. So I can feel my seat a little bit more. 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you need to push it back more, push it back more. I'm going to point my toe and I'm going to draw circles back there to grip my seat. 3, 4. And I'm going to try it again, still working on my good posture. 5, so that I don't get strong like this. And go ahead and reverse. 8. When people get strong like this, I always think of like them as a fighter. 3. Okay, so I'm going to set this beautiful leg down. I'm going to crawl back with it and cross this over because we're not quite done. We're going to take this beautiful juju and I'm going to lift my hips up and down. 8, 7. Try to feel like there's not a wind in here and not rocking. 5, 4. Connecting the stabilizers. 3, 2. And then I'm going to hold it up and grip. But remember, we talked about pelvic clocks this morning. Figure out where your pelvis sits to make it go into the glute muscle. 4, 3, 2, and then I'm going to hold it open, pushing my hips open, and then I'm going to breathe the leg. I'm going to toe tap and lift back up. Toe tap and lift back up. 3, 4, 5. I immediately was like, let's feel my hips. Oh wait, we already did that. 7, and then I'm going to go ahead and extend it. What we're doing now, similar pattern, but we're doing more of an endurance type thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then let it go straight up, and then down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna finish with single leg bridges, okay, to really knock it in. I'm gonna set it down and lift up for 8. If this feels better on your quad, please do it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're so strong. Good job. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Because I want to look at you guys and not show you my butt. I'm going to move my head to the other side. Sometimes I'll show you my butt. How we started this is I brought my legs up or up. I'll bring my camera leg down and I twist towards you guys. Yes. And then this hand goes in front, and then I'm going to go ahead and push and sit up, and I'm trying to pull my shoulder down the back. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, exhaling up, 7, and 8. Then knee to elbow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then arm and hand and foot. 8, 7, make my ladder. 6, I should kick it over, shouldn't I, just to keep it an authentic Pilates class. 4, 3, 2, and then we'll do both legs, or do single leg again. I love that, right? I did not push my heels together. Push your heels together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to hold it up and hold the leg and set the leg down and lift up, down and up and feeling liberated. 3, 4, or a bit like they're 5, remember? 5 have options. 6, 7, and 8. And then I'll tuck it all down. Press myself down, and I'm going to open and close. Open, making sure. Oh, yep, there's movement. Okay, I'm doing it right. 3. Still using all your twisties to hold yourself in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'll pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I'll do knee heel to move my femur, my hip socket without being weight bearing. 4, 3, 2. And then I'll touch my knee to the front and I'll zoom back. Oh. Zoom back. 2, 3. Yeah, that's still working back there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'll hover. I'm going to bring it in towards my chest and I'm going to press back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then I'll extend my leg. I'm going to go forward. Now my ball is going to go out, guys. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and bicycles. 8. Oh, I'm going to go kick it forward. It doesn't really matter if you went the other way. 2. But I am engaging on the way back. 3. And sometimes, again, I have to check 4. But hopefully everybody gets a little tired and you can tell from inside. 6. 7. And reverse. Forward. And then press back. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4, 3, 2, and then we'll keep the leg forward, and I'm going to set it down and lift it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then what I did this time is I kicked back out as well. Okay, I kicked back for 8, 7, and this opens my hip flexor a little more than we're in the bed position. 4, 3, 2, and then I would point my toes, control circles, except for the walls there. Okay, you guys got it though, you got it. And I'll go 4, 3, 2, and reverse. I want to say that I've just been lengthening my body so much that the space I made I'm now growing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. I was like, what was, yeah, we're going to go down. I was like, my butt's not as tired as my other side was. All right, and then I'm going to bridge up and down. Getting that stability that we were working on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and remember, we're going to pulse. Let's sit your pelvis. It can be here, or it can be tucked a little bit. I don't know if you can tell the difference. I can feel it though. Alright, now I'm going to hold it steady. I'm going to take my free leg, and I'm going to toe tap and march it up. Because this is my side, or this is my side here or here that don't stabilize, I'm going to keep this rim on my pelvis so that I build my strength straight versus like crooked. Okay, now I'm going to take this leg, I'm going to send it out, pushing my hips up and back in. I'm lengthening. 3, 4, 5, good job guys. 6, 7, I'm going to keep that leg out, I'm going to lift it and lower. Check your kneecap, okay? The body will shorten if you rotate out, it'll drop. Keep the knees straight, it might not go as far, that's okay. 3, 2, and then I'll finish with the single leg bridge. Down and up. Remember, you can also keep your knee bent for single leg bridge. 4, 5, 6, 7, 100. Good, done. Oh, go ahead, straighten your legs out. Good doing. I'm having fun. Okay, now we gotta do some arm stuff. I'm setting myself up. I haven't done this one this week. I did it a lot last week. So you can always have. I hope that I'm educating. I'm not just telling you what to do all the time. That you have other options. Wall push-ups are a great option. Tricep dips are a great option. My butt's close to the floor, so if I get failure, hips up are always good. But what I'm going to go for today, for my nice shoulder tank top arms, are going to be that new thing that we've been working on. If you don't want to go to your feet, I just been liking to lengthen my hamstring, as you can bend from here. But what we've been doing is we've been going up and lengthening back and bringing our forehead close to the ground, okay? So we'll be doing our drill, 20 seconds on, 10 off, but that one's kind of extreme, and I don't want anybody to hit their face on the floor. Nothing is ever worse than getting hurt when you're working out. It's such a betrayal. Okay, here we go. And I have a water bottle. I did not kick it down. It is my friend. Hopefully you guys can see something here. Okay, we're gonna get started in 5 seconds. Oh, good. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one position. I'm gonna stretch my hamstrings. Now I'm gonna bring my forehead towards the ground. Oh, I almost knocked that over. Oh, I'm already stronger. And I get a hamstring and calf stretch. Or I do wall push-ups. Or couch push-ups. And rest. Get ready for Katie's fireball. Alright, back at it. I'm asking a lot, but if you could try to relax your calves and let your heels go to the floor and roll and allow yourself to stretch, you'll get a nice little stretchy stretch here. And rest. Whew. I do understand it's a lot of a wrist thing, but the more your triceps take, the more your shoulders take, less rest. Back at it. Boop, boop, boop. And rest. All right, and here we go again. And rest. Sip my water. Okay, timer stand. All right, and again. And rest. All right, let me tell you how many rounds. Oh, good. 5 out of 8. We just have 3 more. You got this. And rest. Good, nice little legs here. And again. And rest. And the good news is, I've been counting down, we have 1 more. Just 1 more. Saving best for last. Oh, done. And I thought so by my timing, it's exactly time to stretch, which is good because we did a little bit, I'm getting a little braver being at home. Oh, so let's go ahead. So find yourself in a cozy position, whatever that looks like. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and take my wrist, and I want to do nice wrist circles. Good. And then I'm gonna take it the other way. Nice. And then pretend like you have like water on your fingertips. You know, flick it off. Good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take both of my legs out. And working on a little foot stuff is, can you flex your feet and then point? And we're gonna do a combination thing here in a second. I actually have this wall. I'm gonna sit close by this wall. If you don't have a wall, use your hands and try to sit yourself up tall. Good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flex my feet and just curl my toes without pointing them. Just curl. And that makes the bottom of your little archies work a little bit. If you cramp, that's probably good. I'm sorry. I know it's not fun. Okay. Now, can you flex your feet? Can you lead with your feet with your toes flexed? And then can you point? And then can you flex and flex? And like half point, all point, toes, balls, balls, toes, toes. Good. Those are important. Nice. Now, this is funny. Can you spread your toes and then relax? Spread. Here, let's see if you can see them. Spread. Spread. Spread your toes. It seems like not a big deal until people got it with pain. And then I'm going to do circles. I'm going to drop it in and circle. That's not so bad, right? And then I'll go the other way. That's kind of a nice way to do it. So now I'm going to go ahead and push myself. I just happen to be close to a wall, which is kind of cool for today. And I'm going to sit up as tall as I can and allow myself to lean forward. Then I can identify exactly, and whatever you feel, like mine is right here, is the thing that limits my height when I lift up from my core, which affects my chain. It just gives me feedback, and I always want you to know what your body is. So like if you get a massage, if you go to a chiropractor, you're like, and they're like, hey, how do you feel? You're not like, you're like, this, make this better. And that's so cool. When you leave, you feel so accomplished. When we can all go to the massage and chiropractors. All right, awesome. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my, you know, when I was checking inventory here, I'm going to go to my more restricted side for a little self-love, and I want to send my nose towards my toes. And notice I'm not collapsing. Please don't collapse. It's a bad habit. It takes forever to get rid of. And just notice again, where is your restriction lying? Inner thigh, hamstring, low back. If you're like me, you thought everybody was the same. We're not. It all kind of depends. And then can you point and flex that foot a little bit to give a little bit of pull on that kinetic chain? Notice when I flex it, it lifts this up, which shortens, which allows it to like pull on that. Good. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring my elbow in front, or you can sit on top, depends on how tight you are. I'm going to reach up and over, big side stretch. We did a lot of lifting from here, and we don't want this to get knotted up. Ah, so good. And then I'll go ahead and go nose to toes the other way. This should be like dessert because you say the best for last. Yeah, you're not collapsing because it's a bad habit. And then I'll bring my elbow in front and I'll reach up and over. Oh, sorry, point flex. You've done it so much, I'm just like, yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring my hands in front. I'm going to turn into a jumbo cat and I'm going to kind of roll. We're very fluid creatures when we're working. Walking, we're cooking, we're very fluid. Except for we have to do all of our computer work. You guys have some computer work, go ahead and go the other way. So even just being able to like limber up in a sitting position. Good. Alright, let's go ahead and go forward one final time. Just feel where you're at. And then I'm going to go ahead and kiss the bottoms of my heels together. This wall is actually pretty cozy. You totally sit up off the wall, but then it can allow yourself to open up your hips as long as it feels good. It should feel rubber bandy, not like pressure or anything. That's nice. Okay, so we're going to get into a little bit of deeper stuff. If you happen to have a pillow and you want a pillow, I'm a pillow girl. I've been doing some split classes and training at home, but for this one I know I'm not going to be doing as in depth. So, but I do use a pillow often. So if you have something squishy to put under your knee, I'm going to go ahead and take my leg forward. See, it's like obnoxiously forward. So that way when I lunge forward, it's upright. I want that for you. The other thing with those naughty hips is often I will twist like this. Try try to get that awareness. We're gonna hold it here for about 10 seconds. One of the things we have been doing in the splits class is if you put your hands on your hips and change your center to where you're over yourself or even lean back, it does open up, but that's a little more advanced. Take that with a grain of salt. Ooh. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna so much sit my butt back to my heels as I'm going to bow forward to the queen. So see how this is still stacked straight? This is soft, always soft. Shoulders down the back the best that you can. You know what, when I'm tighter too, sometimes I do need a wall, and this is where I go, so if that's you, it's cool. And then I'm gonna go forward again. I'm gonna do my little lunge forward. You can do the same thing, or I could bring my elbow down, and I can try to open my hip up, right? Because I'm trying to get this whole complex to cooperate with me here. Alright, and then I'm going to push back again, but instead of going forward, I'm going to take both hands to the outside. I'm going to give a little push, and I actually feel a little bit IT band for me personally, a little hamstring, and I hope that this helps you explore a little more. And then, to counter, I'm going to bring this leg back in, put my hands on my hips before we switch sides, and I'm going to lean back. If this feels good, stay here. If you're like wanting to go more, walk your hands down. Open your chest up. There's the wall. This is cheating. I'm resting on the wall. Adjusting right. Okay. And then I'll bring myself back up and I'll switch to my other leg. Obnoxiously far so that when I go forward, it's stacked. And my hips are straight. Can't see my hips in my cool shirt. If you want to, stacking your hips up and over, although I know this does feel a little more secure. Totally fine either way. And then I'll push to where my femur's stacked, and then I'll bring my fingertips to the ground. This is my tighter leg. See how my background's a little bit? It's just a little tighter. That's okay though, I'll try to work on it. And then I'll go forward again, and I can either maintain this, or I can bring my elbow to the side and push my tight little leg open. And then I'll go back, and I'll put both hands on the outside, and add a little bit of a twist. Oh yeah, I feel exactly where that's tight, right on the outside here. Then I'll go ahead and swing that back around. I'm going to go into all fours, and then if it feels good, I want you to round, and then stick your belly out. One of those feel better for you? I want you to like really love on that one. I am hypermobile, so in yoga, I never really got a lot out of this, but some people really do. So what I have done to feel a little bit better is I kind of rock like this, and then I rock like this, and it allows me to like figure out where the pressure needs to be for me to feel it. And then I kind of do like a circle. I feel really cool doing this on camera. I'll go backwards. But it does help me kind of feel what I need to do. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and press my hips back. And I'm going to pedal out one calf at a time. If you guys have a foam roller, foam rolling is amazing. I think it really, I hope that if you do, you can feel the difference between stretching and foam rolling and just stretching. Alright, go ahead and do both heels. And pushing back. I try to lift my toes when I push my heels down. Good. And then I'm going to set my knees down, and the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my belly. And if it feels good for you, use your butt. Then I'm going to open up like this. But if it was on your back, it used to be on my back before my butt knees got strong. Don't do that because that's no bueno. Ugh. But I could talk to you guys all day, but we did it good. I'm making sure I didn't talk to you past your time.